Hi, I'm Dave Mattson, CEO of Sandler Training. I'm here today with Kaysi Curtin, who is a newer franchisee out of Fresno, California. Hey, I've got a question for you. You started, a little earlier than the pandemic hit the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly know what the pandemic's done for as far as the ripple effect into the business community and the economy. So starting slightly before that, you still have been successful. So can you share a little bit about how you've done it and a little bit about what's going on? Because I know you're doing some briefings, you've got X amount of people in the thing. So without talking about the money, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing, because it's awesome.
Sure. When you go into initial training, plus Sandler, right? We talk about behaviors.
Yeah.
You just got to do the work. You just have to do the behaviors and not shying away from that. So knowing that you're building a business, if it were easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Yeah.
And I think getting something off the ground, it's a little scary at first, but I was 2 months in right when this whole pandemic happened and we all started shutting down.
Right.
And I told myself, look, I'm trying to build a business right now. I'm out helping people. And my mindset never changed. I went from doing everything face to face, and within a snap, I went virtual. And that's all I did. And I still continued to do everything I was doing prior to that. And nothing has changed. When we face economic, climates like this, there are people that are able to excel in it. Some businesses have been affected in a negative way. But there are always going to be people out there that need what we do. And I think now even more than ever. So there's never a good or bad time, for anything. And
I agree. How many, just out of curiosity now, one of the things we teach you in initial training is to get executive briefings, where we teach you a talk that is designed to generate interest, and then that'll enable you to start your sales calls. So you've had to go completely virtual. You're making outbound calls. How many executive briefings are you doing in a month, and how many people are you getting net new faces that you haven't met?
I'm averaging, so since I got out of initial training, I've probably done over 20. And most of those are virtual now. I only did about 6 or 7, maybe face-to-face. All the rest of them have been virtual. I just did 2 back-to-back last week, and this week I just did 1 yesterday. And constantly getting new people. I've even had some people that come in a couple times and I go, look, you're going to hear the same thing. And they're like, well, you teach in ongoing reinforcement training, right? Yeah. I said, okay. But I'll average anywhere from, 30 to 20 people in each one. And that's how I built, my business, set appointments from there. And it's just like clockwork.
Well, first of all, kudos to you. You started, most people would freeze. You said, hey, look, I don't have the luxury of freezing. You still went out and through social media or outbound calls, you filled the room. 20 to 30 net new faces in a room on a given month is fantastic. I know your conversion rate, which I know is awesome, even for a veteran, right? But you've put the time and energy to learn those scripts and to know your stuff, so you have that confidence and conviction. So kudos to you. I know you're going to continue to be successful for many years to come. So if anyone would like to build your own vision or build your own future versus being part of somebody else's, why don't you give us a call at 410-559-2033 or email us at franchising@sandler.com. This could be your last career stop.